Welcome back. This is still News at 10. The New Patriotic Party has accused President John Mahama of offering over 500,000 cedis cash as bribe to its Northern Regional Chairman Bugri Nabu for him to attack the integrity of the flag bearer of the party, Nana Akufo-Addo.
Mitsubishi V6, Pajero V8. Days later, they delivered the Mitsubishi brand new V6, which they have given to Daniel Bugri Nabu. And then on the spot, they brought him 500,000 Ghana cedis cash. Wow. In 50 Ghana cedis notes. Ibrahim Mahama dropped it right in front of him to bribe him to destroy Akufo-Addo and make sure that Northerners hate him and that he doesn't get a vote in the North. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot run a country like that. You recall that just a few days ago, they got Harun Atta, whom they've given an ambassadorial position in Namibia, to lie through his teeth that Akufo-Addo had told him that no Northerner can ever lead our party. Now, this revelation should tell you that it is just a carefully orchestrated scheme. But now, it is very clear that there's an ethnic, ethnocentric, tribal agenda that is meant to incite hatred against a good man who has been fighting all his life for the Ghanaian project.
Now, at the news conference in Accra, the leadership of the party also accused the president of offering a brand new Mitsubishi vehicle to the regional chairman as inducement to malign the integrity of the flag bearer, Nana Akufo-Addo, for being anti-Northern. Let's quickly get onto the telephone lines now and speak with a member of the NDC's legal team, Abraham Amaliba, to just share some views on this. Good evening, sir. We're grateful that you could join us for this discussion. You've heard the allegations. I need to find out from you what your reactions to these allegations are.
Let me say good evening to you viewers, and to say that those allegations can best be described as dubious, bogus, silly, and wicked. I thought that if they were interested in revealing these matters, Bugri Nabu would have been part of that press conference. But the man at the center of the allegations was nowhere near the...
Hello, sir. Right, I think we lost Abraham Amaliba on the telephone lines. We'll try to raise him back onto the telephone line. If you just joined us, this is News at 10, and our top story tonight, the big one, is that the New Patriotic Party is accusing President John Dramani Mahama of offering up to about 500,000 Ghana cedis as bribe to the Northern Regional Chairman of the party, Bugri Nabu. The party claims that these bribes were offered to induce him to attack the integrity of Nana Akufo-Addo as anti-Northern. These allegations were made at a press conference in Accra today, where they accused the president of also offering a brand new Mitsubishi vehicle, which has subsequently been registered in the name of Bugri Nabu, to, helping malign the integrity of the president. We'll be speaking to the party itself and getting reactions from the party, but subsequently on radio earlier tonight, we spoke with Kofi Adams, who, just like Abraham Amaliba is telling us now, totally dismisses these allegations as false, without basis. Abraham Amaliba calls it bogus. So we're trying to raise him back onto the telephone lines so we can continue with the discussion. Later on, we'll also be speaking to Michael Quay Jr., who is the Deputy Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party, to get some perspectives from him as well. This is still News at 10. Right, this is still the big one. Let's quickly go on to the telephone lines. We do have Mike Okwe Jr., the Deputy Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party. Mr. Okwe, good evening, and we're grateful you could join us. So this is actually a very wild allegation the NPP is making. I've spoken to various functionaries of the NDC. I've spoken to Kofi Adams. I've just now spoken to Abraham Amaliba, who all totally, completely dismisses these allegations as bogus and false.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, we are not in the business of making wild allegations. And I think that speaking to Mr. Amaliba and Mr. Kofi Adams, they would not even know the real facts of the matter. Now, the fact of the matter is simple. There was a meeting between President Mahama, Ibrahim Mahama, Bugri Nabu, and Alhaji Awal. Is this being disputed? 2, Ibrahim Mahama is alleged to have given 500,000 Ghana cedis to Bugri Nabu in the presence of the president and Alhaji Awal. Third issue. President Mahama delivered a brand new car to Bugri, which was a few days later. The brand new car was a Mitsubishi, and this Mitsubishi had the number plate GS68716. The next question that the journalist you should ask is, who owns the car? We gave the information as Mylan Investment imported the car. Mylan Investment is owned by Juan Hawa and Frank Allo. Frank Allo is the personal assistant of President Mahama, and Hawa also the sister of President Mahama. Ownership of the car was transferred from Mylan Investment to Bugri Nabu. And the whole idea is that Mr. Bugri Nabu is saying that this was so that he would malign Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. He would let Nana Addo Akufo-Addo be portrayed or portrayed as someone who doesn't like Northerners. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo should be basically painted as a person who doesn't like Northerners, so it will affect his chances there. Then he will be given a further 3.3 million Ghana cedis. His road contract that he's owed to the tune of about 250,000 Ghana cedis will be paid to him in full, and he will be given further contracts for the road of 100 million. Now, the simple question that we want you, the journalists, to verify is 1, who owns Mylan Company? 2, how come the car is in the name of Bugri Nabu from a transfer from Mylan? If we have President John Mahama's personal assistant and family member giving Mr. Bugri Nabu a car, what is the relationship and what is the purpose for giving him that car?
So, Mr. Marco Kwe, I mean, this point has been made extensively at the press conference. The critical issue is that this must have happened some time back. Why is it now an issue just about 8 days to the elections?
It happened on the 28th of October. And I'm sure that when you hear such information, you are not just going to rush and bring it out. You have to do some due diligence. You have to go to DVLA, get some papers. You have to check this, check that account details of the bank, put it together before you present it. That is the same way that Mr. Manasseh Azuri, when he found out such information about the president and the Ford expedition, he even traveled to Burkina Faso, did a due diligence investigation, and then he brought out the information. So all those who are involved in bringing out this information, this is the information they brought us, and the facts are what we have presented to you. The journalists, you can go and do further investigation to find out if this is not the case.
So, aside this press conference at which the allegation was made, how far is the NPP willing to take this issue?
Well, at the moment, we're getting very close to an election. And we are wondering, most importantly, first of all, who else has been bribed? I mean, journalists, we have been hearing it all the time. EC members, whether high or low, the police themselves, whether high or low, party officials of all opposition parties, including the NPP, agents of political parties, etc., etc. This is where now this issue has to be tackled head on, because it is Mr. Bubri Nabu to make sure that we find out what exactly happened. These are various things that have been put on the table.
Mr. Michael Quay, we're grateful for your time. Thanks very much. Michael Quay is Deputy Director of Communications of the NPP, and still on election with 7 days to the general elections. Political parties and candidates have intensified campaigns to galvanize support for victory. But how eager are the electorate to go to the polls come December 7? William Evans Nkum was at the Amansie Central constituency of the Ashanti region